Who's got two thumbs and just got tweeted back to by Sarah from MasterChef? This guy.
Who got a tweet from her on Saturday? This chick.
My name's Chris.
My name's Kristie.
This is the Washing Up Podcast, and we're here talking about the Mystery Box Challenge and
Yes,
in the Invention Test.
indeed we are. Tonight we were whisked away to the great land of Australia with another one of our cultural heroes, just like Russell Crowe or Tim Finn or the boys from Crowded House.
Neil Fun
Neil Fun
and John Clark.
and as Aussie as Pavlova.
Although
I believe.
that's still debatable, and that was a semi-South African accent. And
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
Schwarry is, however, from New Zealand, the extra state of Australia, we can call it.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, the thing was they didn't push the Australian thing that heavily on MasterChef tonight, but in the promo,
It was all Australia all week.
it was an Aussie box.
Oh,
It was the Aussie. There was a flag on that box on the promo.
that box was so Aussie, it was an esky. It was a chili bin tonight. Oh, sorry, hold on.
It was a chili bun. Ben Schwarry was in there, and therefore it was a chili
Chili
bin. So nice work. So Ben Schwarry was obviously in there from Attica.
Pop on your jandals.
If
Let's go shrumping.
always blow on the pie. Say the community's together. Always blow on the pie. Anyway, back to Ben Schwarry, one of the greatest chefs in the world. Here we are talking about blowing on the pie in jandals and a chili bin. But he's obviously from Attica. If you've not seen the Chef's Table episode on him, do that.
Oh,
if you've not
magnificent.
seen him with Action Bronson on Fuck That's Delicious,
Oh, do it.
watch it.
Oh, hilarious.
If you've ever wanted to see a stoned rapper nearly cry at a meal,
Yes.
that's the show for you.
Uh-huh.
But he came in and you had gives us a chance to sing one of our favourite things.
Mm-hmm.
What's in the box? What's in the box today?
Well, it technically is, what's in the box? In the box. What's in the box today?
That's our remix.
Yeah.
Remix!
We just shortened it to fit Eurovision standards.
Yeah, we've just shortened it to the Eurovision standards. Yeah, so the box challenge tonight was something that Ray mysteriously did well in.
I know. It was a box of condoms. I mean,
Quandongs.
condoms.
Quandongs. Although I was not looking at the screen when she said it.
It sounded like she said condoms.
I did a double take.
I'm pretty sure that was Tamara saying condoms.
Yeah, I did a double take.
There was someone who tweeted out that they didn't think they were mature enough for the ingredient of condoms.
No, look, it's a big call early on.
Yes.
It's a really big call early on.
There's some great stuff in there. There's wattle seed, kangaroo.
Yep,
scallops,
and there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people tonight.
lemon. What's it?
Myrtle?
No, it was a lemon aspic or something.
Oh yeah, lemon aspect. That's right, lemon aspect. Not to be confused with lemon aspect, which is the perspective of a lemon, and obviously revered in kitchens worldwide.
Yeah.
What's the lemon's view on this?
Particularly with Maggie 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what's the lemon's view? No, it was interesting. There were a lot of people in there who I'm pretty sure have been to Attica, or at the very least seen the menu.
Rose Tyler has been. I'm pretty sure the doctor took Nicole there.
And as a result, we got, for example, we got a roux.
Roux tartare.
Yep, which
With a
again,
smoked egg.
if you watch the Fuck That's Delicious episode,
That's what it's cooked.
one of the things that he produces.
But then again, if you look at roux, it's a nice lean meat. It'll do up nicely as a tartare. So maybe she hasn't, but probably she has. But there were a few really well put together dishes. When they got to the 5, they wanted to sample. Oh, Jess's. Whoa, that looked good.
Jess is consistent at the moment.
Yeah.
She's really, really, really doing well.
Yep.
There's a few others. Again, Sarah.
But she didn't end up in that top 5.
No, but I'm just talking in general. There's
Yep.
Sarah, there's Eloise.
Jess.
Having some hit and miss moments, but when she hits, she really hits.
Yep.
Jess is hitting consistently right now.
Well, Tamara hit a stride tonight, which is nice to see.
And as we said at the start, Ray.
Yeah,
I mean-
surprise. I'm surprised you didn't stack that shit.
I mean, yeah, I know. That was my comment when he won the challenge. My tweet that I put out after he won the challenge was he walked in. Ray, you get to pick veggie stack.
No,
No, Ray, that's not veggie stack.
How about food stack? Just any foods. Meat stack. I'll do meat stack.
Who was it who was doing the stack tonight?
I think
and you commented that Ray's looking over on the bench going, how's she doing that?
I think that was Eloise from memory, because she didn't get up in the top 5.
Was doing the stack. And just look, Ray's probably over at the back, just looking over the benches going, that's what I did wrong.
Oh, right. Tamara did well with her brick pastry.
She really did. There were a lot of people in that first challenge tonight that did a good job.
Yeah. Well, Tamara just was all about resilience and sticking to it. She's got in there and the pastry wasn't working. She's like, I can't do this. Can't back out now. Got to keep doing it. And she did, and she won.
Now,
well, didn't win, but you know.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with the MasterChef Twitter account.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they decided to call me to task tonight
Uh-huh.
when I commented on the ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, don't do that because we all know how this ends. And they then retweeted the photo of Ray's winning dish and went with a challenge victory. Now, my response is that no, it normally ends up in Parfait City. And again, then the other best dish of the night was another fucking ice cream. So I was 0 for 2 tonight, but people who watch the show regularly will know that 9 times out of 10,
ice cream suck.
When people go for ice cream, it doesn't set properly, and we end up with a fucking parfait.
Well, obviously, MasterChef have updated their ice cream churners or some shit.
They must be using better ice cream churners
because they're actually working. Surprise, surprise.
The other thing I wanted to mention before we move on to the second part of tonight's challenge.
Yeah.
Trent.
I know. How good is MasterChef at hiding Trents?
Again, last year, they hid Trent almost until the last couple of weeks.
Trent Lannister.
Yeah,
what's his face?
Let's go with Trent Lannister. It was much better.
With that hair.
But Trent last year was hidden from everybody, and then...
boom!
We got to
Trent.
3 weeks from the end, and suddenly, social media was Trent city limits, and everyone's like... Oh my God, where have you been? Have you actually been in the... Have you been in the kitchen? All this time, have you been in the kitchen? Because you got no TV time.
And then tonight, ta-da!
Tonight, they're like all these people doing really well at challenges, and they're like, Trent! And everyone looks shocked. Trent looks shocked.
You know why? I think he was an extra ingredient under one of those mystery boxes.
He was under a cloche.
He was under a cloche. How come? No, he was in the cage last week.
Somebody didn't turn up, and he's a production assistant. Yes. And they're like, Trent, you're like, what? Oh, me? Really?
You made toast this morning?
Trent was...
impressed with Trent.
Trent was thrilled. Trent was stunned. I think Trent didn't even know if he existed. I don't think anyone else in the show knew that Trent existed.
No.
I think the look of shock was legitimately like, there's a Trent? Where's Trent from? But he did well. Now, obviously, Ray...
did well.
I can't believe I'm about to utter this phrase. Ray won the challenge.
But as, correctly predicted by Kira and us all, cursed be the mystery box winner.
Yeah, I mean, as Kira, who is at Under Your Porch on Twitter, pointed out, Ray, there's always the setup before the inevitable demise. And sure enough, there was the inevitable demise in the challenge, and even he commented on it.
Yeah.
Like when he picked out of the 3, he said, I know there's a little bit of a curse relating to this.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever seems to get this power ends up in the bottom 3. Cut to Ray in the bottom 3.
So I think it all started to go downhill when he tasted his broth. He's like, that's a bit insipid. Not exactly.
Yeah, again, of all the words you want to be using in the kitchen while you're creating something that's supposed to be a taste sensation, insipid, not high on the list.
I mean, when he served up his dish, it did kind of look like, when everyone's finished eating and they scrapes things onto the plate and it just mixes together like your gravy and your pumpkin. Kind of looked like that.
It looked to me like the remnants of, if you've seen the episode of Man vs. Food, where he has the wings that's in the bucket of poor decisions.
Yes.
Whereas all the remnants of all the sauces they've ever made is the bucket of poor decision. I think it's called, or something close to that. Bucket of poor, poor decisions, I'm pretty sure. It looked like the remnants of the bucket of poor decisions had just been poured on the plate.
Yeah.
Like that's a sauce that's about 4 weeks old.
Yeah.
There we go. That'll do.
Let's pop that in.
Just throw that on there. Now, that was the first one of the 3 that goes into the elimination. We'll come to the third.
No, let's go through the challenge because there was some good stuff going at.
Okay, so we'll go through the challenge.
So I really liked how the challenge was set up. You could choose between 3 techniques as opposed to 3 food types. So you could choose between curing or smoking, or pickling.
Pickling.
And I thought Ray was going to go pickling because pickling is so in.
I think the pickling would have been great. It could have been a 7-week challenge. We waited for the brine, and
I've got my cucumbers
we need to really stretch this series out till about Christmas time. So what better way to do it than to pickle something?
Yes. Instead they went for smoking, and I'm thinking, okay, here we go. Could have had Action Roxton come in.
Everything was smoked last year, so why the fuck not? We know they've got the machines.
Yes. And out to the garden they went as well, because we all know Ben is all about the foraging. So he's like, go forage in this beautifully manicured garden.
Yes,
that we
go forage in my plants.
Yes, so everyone was out and tiptoeing through the tulips.
They were indeed.
Yeah.
And it was...
Jess knew what she was doing.
Jess knew what she was doing because the VT they showed of Jess was her clearly stealing from other people's plots. Just walking along, stealing their chickens, I believe.
Get out of my garden, girl.
Get away from my garden.
That's my chicken.
Look, not to stereotype or anything, but Jess just looks like the sort of person whose family is involved with the community garden somewhere. It just looked natural.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock. I looked
awesome.
at Jess and I just went, community garden.
She looks like a resident of Marrickville, you know?
Yeah.
Even though...
Victoria, so
Victoria,
probably some in Brunswick, yeah, Elstonwick, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so smoking I think was the right call. As much as I would love to have watched the pickling process take place over the weeks and months.
The smoking gave more variety, I felt, because you can smoke a lot of elements that could go into sweet and savoury.
Yeah.
So, I think the curing, you would have been pretty limited as well as the pickling.
Mm-hmm. Now, the smart move for me was doing something with seafood because the seafood will cook with the smoking. You know the flavour will really take as well.
Well, basically anything that's got a bit of fat in it. So you couldn't use a light seafood, like prawns wouldn't go so well. You need something with a bit of fat through it.
Scallops, for example.
Scallops. Yeah, Pia, beautiful ideas. Beautiful fucking ideas.
We'll come back to the execution of that in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to get there yet. I want to leave that powder dry.
Yeah. Mish was on the right track. She's like, okay, you smoke stuff into my butter, I think for her crumb is where she put it. No, it was into her mousse.
Yes.
And it was, who did the biscuit with the thyme? I think, it was Eloise.
Yes.
Eloise.
Because that went with the ice cream, yeah.
Yeah, infusing the smoke into the butter that she used in her biscuit.
No, it was really good. And it was good to watch people do that. It was good to see people sort of really thinking. And I like the fact they were really thinking. And people were working out. They're getting better at taking the ingredients they have to use and actually using them. And kudos, by the way, everybody. I don't really think I heard the word hero.
No word of hero
I'm
tonight.
thrilled. Ladies and gentlemen, did you discover a thesaurus? But just well done.
Oh.
Well done.
You make my ears sing.
Don't worry, they'll make up for that by tomorrow night. It'll be hero everything.
There's a hero.
So you went there, I went, I need a hero. Dun, 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 dun. So...
we are the heroes of our time.
I know it's Eurovision Day, so that's... I'm not gonna join you. I'm not gonna join you. But we're dancing with the demons in our mind. No. Other podcast.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
That was the other podcast.
Separate,
different, and MasterChef. So
Sarah did a bang up job. And
Sarah did it. Oh, Sarah's pork.
And then not phased when Matt comes up and goes, what have you used from the garden? She's like,
hashtag pork party.
Pork party in my mouth.
Oh yeah.
That's another podcast.
That's
up late. No, Sarah's
First
gone.
about hot dogs. Anyway.
Yeah. I like Sarah's reaction because it's not one of terror, it's one of, ooh, okay, challenge. Challenge accepted.
The moment of the night for me was when she tasted her apple puree and just tasted it and was like, that's just good. That's just good. Because that's the sort of stuff I do in the kitchen. I taste something that I'm making something random. I go, ooh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
And you're like, here, Kristie, come taste this.
Have this.
Oh, yum. I was worried about Sam. I, honest to God, thought he was down in bottom 3 land because he's just like, everyone's away. It's just Sam lonesome in the kitchen.
I think Sam thought the same thing.
Hunched over his pen and paper on the bench top. No one, everyone's like flown out the door, and there's Sam. But what a fucking comeback! Rice pudding. Who'd have thunk it? Not me. And I wouldn't even have thought to have, made the milk skin. What a cracker.
I mean, it was...
I know you're not a big fan of rice pudding, but you got to give it to
I'll give credit. Sam did a really good job.
Yes,
I was
he did.
very impressed with Sam. I was very, 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 very impressed with Sarah. I'm incredibly impressed with Eloise, although...
I think Jess was a little ripped.
Yeah,
But
I thought so. And Eloise, I absolutely love Eloise.
mm-hmm.
I would like one dish that doesn't contain whiskey.
Yeah, but she's got passion.
I know the passion for whiskey, and I know the whiskey bar, and it's a great concept, and I love the idea. My point on that is we ripped Mish the other day for the fact that all she wanted to do was desserts.
Yeah, and
You
like
need to
last year
change
we
it up.
did rip into Matt because all he wanted to do was, this could be served on a food truck.
He wanted Matt had a passion for a food truck, and all he wanted to do was serve food truck food. You know,
That's fine.
You've got to do something a little bit different. Again, not because it's a bad idea or you're bad at it. On the contrary, outstanding.
Yeah, and Eloise actually executed it really bloody well.
Oh, it was incredible. There's no sliding of it at all. But it's like, next challenge.
But I think it's also to do with the editors, like editing her food dreams in quite a lot.
True, except for the fact that if you're cooking with whiskey in every single one, that's quite easy to do.
Yeah, but they don't have to keep referring back to it. It's like, okay, you can put like, I don't know, someone up who wants to open a dessert bar and they might be cooking a dessert, but you don't have to flash back to their dessert bar every time. You can just go, or gastropub, like, they're cooking a steak. Well, this
Except they did flash back to Brett's gastropub idea every time last year.
Yeah, but Brett's
I want a
awesome.
gastropub.
Carts can cook. Look him up on Twitter.
Carts can indeed cook, and
Yes.
Carts can cook quite well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're the three who are going through to the immunity round. And I have no special interest party in which I really hope gets the... Who am I kidding? I want Sarah to get the immunity pin. Anyway, she was unlucky last week. I really wanted to get one. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Now, we'll start with Ray. Because Hurricane Ray blew itself out. And
Ray is kind of like a Homer Simpson moment. You've won the mystery box challenge. Woohoo! You now have to make a choice.
That's bad. But you get your own topping. That's good. The topping contains sodium benzoate.
But
that's bad.
The mystery box video also comes with a curse.
That's bad. So Ray, insipid broth gets you into the bottom.
Yeah. And uncooked cray.
So and cray uncooked cray.
Yeah. That's just totally cray Ray.
Cray Ray.
Oh. Ray. That's the cray.
God, no. What
Dr.
are we?
Cray Ray. Dr. Cray.
Somebody stop us.
You can call me Jay.
You can call me Cray. But if you call me Cray. Oh no.
So many
bastardized
references. Okay, so there was him, there was Pete. Poor Pete.
Although I feel okay for Pete, because as Pete showed last time,
he's a cook.
He drives a crane, and he comes really, really good in those challenges.
Now, I'm not sure if aromats is an actual word. I'm pretty sure it's aromatics. But anyone who says aromats, I just want to smack them over the head.
Fair enough.
I'm sure it's aromatics. I did learn tonight that herbaceous is a word. Thank you, Jess.
Well done.
I thought, oh God, are we making up this bullshit again?
We're learning, everybody. We're learning.
Yes.
So,
let's... fail English. That's
impossible.
Impossible, that's it.
So let's get to my rant.
Poor Pia.
No, it's my rant. Forget Paul Pia.
Oh, my heart broke. You can pause the screen.
You can see the moment a heart breaks.
Yes.
You had 20 minutes to go.
Do, 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 do.
You have the judges at your bench.
Do, 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 do.
They're saying you're really calm and under control.
Do, 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 do.
You're talking about the idea that you've got all your ingredients already. Everything's fine. You've just got to really plate it all up. So my simple, really simple question, Pia. How the hell do you not plate?
Do, 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 do. Pia, why did you forget your ingredients? They were there on the bench. I looked fucking delicious. Oh, Pia. There was an oil Although the parsley wasn't from the garden. And that's why you're in the bottom 3.
Anyone at home who knows what the fuck just happened?
I'm auditioning for Eurovision. I think next year it's all going to be about power ballads. Oh no, sorry, 1950s style ballads.
Anyone at home who knows...
I can be kooky. I have got physical, medical conditions too, so... I also have a sister. I don't think she writes songs as good as me. I keep moving back to MasterChef.
Anyone who knows what just happened there, tweet me, please. I beg you.
Just enjoy it.
I need the explanations.
Just enjoy the glitter confetti moment.
I'm sitting next to you and I don't know what happened.
A bit of awesomeness. That's okay. I'm
anyway,
shocked too.
Pia, you had everything done. You had everything cooked. You're smoking
Crispy
scallops.
prosciutto.
The prosciutto looks amazing.
Blah.
The oil is right in front of you. Everything looks great and amazing and wonderful and stunning. And then they go 30 seconds and you suddenly go, oh, wait, I want to put it all on the plate. What the hell are you doing?
So, someone did make a good point. That is probably the moment that Pia turned around, answered the phone, saw to the kids, and chased the dog out of the house. Like...
What? I don't understand how you can forget, the plating up bit. Although, to be fair, you weren't the only person who screwed up the idea of plating something up.
Mm-hmm.
In the first challenge, how you can, plate it and then realise you haven't actually put it on a plate. You've just put it on your bench. The tart goes on the bench and you're like, whoops, oh shit, the plate.
Yeah.
What was up with people forgetting to plate things tonight?
On actual plates.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know that boards and all sorts of fancy serving things are now the go, but plating up is kind of important. It makes it easier for the judges to eat the food.
Although today you did show me quite a hilarious joke. Now I'm a Caps fan in the NHL, and I was shown today the Ovechkin drink, which is basically a White Russian without the cup. Just pour straight onto the bar.
Straight onto the bar. But I mean, the food was a little bit like that, like the tarts on the bench. Yeah. Oh shit, a plate. And Pia, 30 seconds to go, and she's suddenly like, no,
that wasn't even 30 seconds. It was 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was weird. And then she looks at the plate and realises all the prosciutto's over there and the oil's right there. None of it is on the plate. Surely she could have just put it all on the table and called it deconstructed.
Oh, Pia. Pia, where
will
you... Okay.
we don't need another power ballad.
Why not?
Because
we've already had a million of them today.
Because you might win accidentally. So
it would be accidentalist karma. Oh no! Here all night. Haven't had much sleep.
Yeah, we can pick that. So you've got in the elimination coming up. I think Pia is in a lot of trouble, but I think she might be saved by Ray.
Yeah.
Pete's pretty good at following instructions.
Yeah.
Ray doesn't seem to listen very well, as can be seen by his measurements in the Gary challenge. And if you can't,
yeah, but this is written, not spoken tomorrow, isn't it?
Don't also know that it's not just complete lack of comprehension skills.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow.
We'll find out tomorrow. And
the Tower of Terror.
The Tower of Terror.
Which, if it doesn't have at least one haunted component, one cursed element.
If there's no roller coaster, I'll be crushed.
Yeah, and it's not served on a coffin, I'll be disappointed. What kind of terror is that? Otherwise, it's just a fucking cake.
Blood sugar.
Oh no, my blood sugar's going up. It's not exactly terrifying.
This slice of cake means my left arm falls off. Anyway, so that's the elimination. I personally think Pia's in a world of hurt because she just seems to wander.
Yeah.
She has these moments where she just sort of forgets where she is.
Yeah, but she was the only one who remembered that she needed a sauce last
True.
week on the Wednesday challenge.
But to be fair, she made spaghetti, and that's the thing she does.
Yeah, well, if
she knows that needs a sauce.
Yeah.
The Tower of Terror, as far as I could see on the promo, does not involve pasta.
We'll see how she goes. I mean, we haven't.
It's like there's a meringue topping there, and Peter's like, I could do a ravioli.
Yeah, but she's actually good. Like, we saw her tonight with the scallops. If everything was actually on the plate, she would have been safe. If everything was on the plate, she would have been fine.
Yeah, if everything was on the plate, she probably would have been fine. If I go to a restaurant and the head chef forgets to put everything on the plate, the meal might be the greatest thing I'd ever had, but I haven't had it.
Yes, but what I'm saying is tomorrow you can't exactly forget to put things in the cake.
You say that now, and as you said it, I saw your face change of, actually, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I think I've seen that on Bake Off a couple of times, and people going, I'm supposed to put almonds through this. I'll just sprinkle them on top.
Our good friend Liv,
Yes.
in the grand final, no less, had to stop and redo it because she realised she forgot, key ingredients.
Whoops. Was that the butter?
And that didn't worry her because she won anyway. Love you, Liv. Anyway, so with that in mind, it's been a very long day for us. We've been up since 4:45.
Eurovisioning and whatnot.
Yeah, Eurovisioning and whatnot.
Being horribly disappointed. If you want to hear that, check out our other podcast.
Check it on the feed. It's on the Twitter feed at The Washing Up. It's fun. I rant
a lot.
I
just concur.
Yeah, I rant a hell of a lot. It's good fun. Good fun. Got a lot out for me too. I worked through a lot of issues today. I think we can all agree that I got a lot out there.
You did. Therapy bills, not a problem now.
No, we got this now. It's covered. That's why I got a microphone. So, anyway, we will be back on Tuesday night.
Yeah, we will.
To cover both an elimination and then immunity, possibly, potentially, maybe.
Yeah, sorry we don't really have a pattern at the moment between teeth and, just trying to find the rhythm of MasterChef as well.
Yeah, we're thinking at the moment it's probably going to end up being Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, but we're not necessarily going to have it at 3, it may be 2. We haven't finalised the pattern yet. We'll settle into a bit more of a pattern as they settle into more of a pattern. I mean, let's face it, they're still currently at the point where they're finding contestants down the back of the lounge.
Yes.
Hey, Trent, how you going? So
there's a couple of faces who I'm still not sure who
there's a hipster. I don't know what his name is, but there's a hipster.
Sockless Boy.
Yeah, Sockless Boy.
Viking Man.
Yeah, Viking Man and Sockless Boy, who are the same person.
Yes.
So, and there's a couple of other people in the kitchen who I've seen in background reaction shots. And
well, it's good to see Rose Tyler, a.k.a. Nicole, getting a bit of airtime.
Yeah,
tonight.
and to be honest with you, as much as they're awesome, it was good to see people like Callan getting none. It was good to see Callan having a bit of a break.
Yeah. But he'll pop back up.
Of course, he'll pop back up again. Yeah. He's there as the savant. Anyway, my name's Chris.
My name's Kristie.
This has been fantastic fun, and we will catch you next time.
Ciao.